Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. How's everyone today? Hope you're well this evening. Oh, what a rush. Got here finally. Managed to be able to come on for a live watch along. Don't forget, if you are on tonight, there is no live footage. There is no live audio. We can't do that. Otherwise, we'll be in trouble. But anyway, hope that a few of you can come on. I'm sure you're all probably watching the game anyway. But we'll do this live vlog. It'll be sort of a little bit bits and pieces because I am away on business and I've got some things that I'm trying to reply to emails and I'm trying to do bits and pieces. But I'll do my best to try and do a full watch along where possible. But there may be occasions where I have to drown the sound out and put the thumbnail back on because I might need to answer some urgent emails and things like that are coming through. But yeah, I will do my best, I promise, because I obviously am keen to watch it now. As usual with these live watch-alongs, I just noticed my phone's just gone off to say kickoff is underway. There is a slight time delay. I haven't had time to put the timer up there, so I do apologise. I've literally just got into my room, and luckily I did spend the time earlier waiting for a meeting to set up the vlog in case I was back in time, which I am. So I'll do my best. Kickoff for me, just to let you know, kickoff for me is has just kicked off now. So there, if you're watching it live at home on a television, I'm watching it on my laptop via Sky Sports on my laptop. So there is probably a 20-30 second delay in what I'm seeing to what I'm saying, and then there might be a slight 10-second delay or so on the usual live stream. So just to keep you in mind, the fact that what I'm seeing is slightly behind what you might be seeing if you're watching it live on a television. That's just the way these live streams work. So there's not a lot I can do about that. And plus, I'm also not at home, I'm overseas. So anyway, we are on my stream. We are nearly 50 seconds into the game. If you haven't seen, if you look in the roll bar below, you'll see the team news, which is Ederson, Walker, Otamendi, Laporte, Benjamin Mendy, Rodri Holding. Then we've got, we don't know whether it's a 4-4-2 or whether we're playing a 4-3-3. We'll see very shortly. We've got David Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva with Rodri Holding. We've then got Gabi Jesus and we've got Sergio Aguero as well. Mahrez on the bench tonight. No Raheem Sterling. Phil Foden's on the bench as well. So yeah, City hopefully tonight will hopefully have a really good result, and let's put some of the negativity with FFP and things like that in the Champions League ban behind us. But it's great to see Aymeric Laporte back. So let me just quickly go and see if I can bring up, what I will do is bring up some of your comments, and I'll try and watch the vlog as I'm reading your comments. So normally I have it on my other monitor, so I don't have to switch between the two, but tonight it is on my laptop. So Sussy Verde, hello, how are you, mate? T11 Fortnite, I swear playing Real Madrid today. No, not today. Scott Williams, just a test, Andy, to see if the profile pic works. Hope's all good. It does, mate. I can see it. It is... I say I can see it. It's that tiny for me, but I'm assuming that looks like somebody with a trophy. Maybe it's Pep with the trophies. I'm not sure, unless it's you. It might be you. But I need to see that in a bigger profile. Gregor's 123 is on. Nice to see you back. Thank you, mate. Good to see you back on the channel. Mingy Wong, nice to see you back. How are you? I'm good, mate. Busy. Yeah, very busy. But thankfully, my meeting went very quickly, which was great, and I could race back to the hotel and quickly press live stream, get the stream up and going, and I can be with you guys. So hopefully some people will come on tonight. I'm sure most people will be not thinking there's a watch along or not, or actually watching it at home. But you're more than welcome to come on, keep your comments. I'll try and read as many of your comments out as I can. But like I said at the beginning of this vlog, there might be occasions whereby I have to drown out the sound of my voice droning on, put a screenshot up of the thumbnail, because I might have to take some urgent business emails, because like I said, I am away with work and I've got a lot of things coming through at the moment. But anyway, I'll just go back. Anyone else? Letitia Pereira, Manchester City banned from the UEFA Champions League. No, that's got to be, no, that's fake news. That ain't going to happen. No chance. Trent Singh says, hi man, thoughts on True Geordie hating us? 40-minute video of him just hating it's all got too much. Well, I did post today below his video. Somebody posted it to me, and I watched about 3-4 minutes of it, and I just posted below his video. If you go over and have a look at the video, I just put that's steroids for you. Absolute garbage. I mean, if you're going to come on, I wouldn't dare go. Imagine if this scenario was Chelsea, or it was Spurs, or it was Newcastle even, and I didn't really understand the whole concept of why all of a sudden the UEFA and the CFCB and the adjudicatory chamber had come up with the findings and to ban us for 2 years and fine us 30 million euros and things like that. If I didn't understand the whole concept as to why they've done that, I certainly wouldn't go on a video and start spouting off a right load of nonsense and making myself look like, you know, an 8-year-old being asked about financial markets in the Middle East. It's like me saying to an 8-year-old, explain to me what you know about the financial markets in the Middle East, and they just making up a right load of garbage. That's what True Geordie was like today. Oh, we're through. Oh, my Lord. What the hell is Gabby Jesus doing? Brilliant ball through then. What the hell was he doing trying to take an extra touch? Excellent ball. Was that Bernardo Silva? Yeah. Bernardo, or was it David Silva? What a ball to Gabby. Should have shot. Decided, put the keeper on his backside. Decided to try and go around him. Lost the chance. Absolutely amazing. Should have shot. And this is the big problem sometimes with Gabby, is when people compare him to Aguero. Aguero, on his right foot then, would have took his chance first time rather than trying to take an extra touch. But Gabby seems at the moment just wants to take too many touches. You are 8-9 yards out. It's on your right foot. Take your chance, one corner or the other. But anyway, yeah, and True Geordie. I've never listened to such nonsense in all my life. He was talking about FFP as if it was the reason why we've been banned is because we've been spending too much money and things like that, which is absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. It was nothing. The ban is nothing to do with the fact of overspending. It's not. But yeah, it was truly, instead of truly Geordie, it was truly embarrassing. But then again, he is and that's what steroids may do to you, scramble your mind. So yeah, I wouldn't even bother going over and listening to it, because you probably, if you don't know even anything about FFP, you probably laugh and go, "What's that? What's he talking about?" It was pretty embarrassing. But got a load of clickbait for him. That's what he relies on. So let me go back to your comments. MG Gibson 04. Ha ha ha, but oh God, Jesus Christ. Oh God, here we go. We've got them on. Must be a dipper. See you later, mate. Mahrez 1-0 West Ham. Mahrez 1-0 West Ham. What, Mahrez has scored? Has he? And it's 1-0 West Ham. Don't make any sense. Scott Williams, Mingy, it wasn't me yesterday slagging off members, which isn't my style. Surprised no one flagged the imposter from his poor spelling. Yeah, if everybody knows, there were some comments made towards Scott Williams yesterday. Somebody is obviously trying to mirror his account, claiming that they're Scott Williams because, ooh, that was unlucky by Sergio outside of the foot. Somebody trying to claim that he was Scott Williams, and I wonder who that was, and making comments to stir up some trouble and things like that. It wasn't Scott Williams. I know what Scott's like. he's been on the channel. I've done videos with him and things like that. So he wouldn't have done that type of thing. So just to let you know, whoever thought they could try and impersonate Scott, it wasn't Scott. Back to your comments. Yes, I know the issue, Scott. He's okay now. Kiam has explained the problem with him. Ryan is a good guy. Yeah, Ryan's a good guy. Of course he is. No problem with that. We just yesterday put him in a bit. I put him. It wasn't Kiam. It was me. I put him in a timeout. There's a bit of banter. He knows the situation. He knows the score. He's on our channel all the time. So yeah, there was nothing. Kiam didn't take it that way whatsoever. So there you go. Right, back to the game. Well, we are, according to my clock, we're almost at 9 minutes in. City have already had 2 chances. One should have been 1-0 with Gabby. 2, half chance by Sergio with the outside of the foot. It's just gone wide. So there you go. Anyway, hope everyone goes over and watches. I did a quick video. I had a bit of time. Came back to the hotel and did a quick video. I had an hour off earlier, just talking about the Ferran Soriano release video footage that was released on the Man City official website today. Talking about it, not much. To be fair, there wasn't a lot that we didn't know already, but it was actually good to actually watch him and listen to what he has to say. Let's say from the horse's mouth. No disrespect to Ferran Soriano, but it was good to listen. And as he said on there, the release of the statement was basically couldn't come immediately because he had to seek legal advice with what was the next step and things like that. So hence why it came out today, 5-6 days later. But yeah, the good news was at the end of the video, he was asked by Bailey whether what a message for the fans, and he just turned around and said, "I can assure the City fans that the allegations are absolutely untrue, and we will be doing everything in our power to challenge it and overturn the decision." The biggest comment for me was not necessarily because we know what City are going to do. They're going to challenge it with CAS, and they'll take it to the Swiss courts if they have to. But it was the statement, and I can't remember off the top of their head. I did make some notes. I'm trying to see whether I've still got the notes here. Yeah, I have got some notes. 1 second. It was the last statement, when he turned round and he said, "We intend to put an end to this undertone." So if you haven't seen the video I made earlier, go over and watch it. It's only short. It's only a quick one on a bit of a break. But he says we intend to put an end to this undertone, and I'm really hoping that is directed towards the journalists. Never mind the undertone from UEFA, but the journalists and their song. So we're all hoping as City fans, City actually grow a pair and start making it life very uncomfortable for some of these journalists. Not all of them, but some of them who have wrote some absolutely disparaging stuff against Manchester City over the last 3-4 days. I replied to Rob Harris on Twitter this afternoon. He made some more sarcastic comments, an absolute idiot. But yeah, hopefully that's what we're doing. I see there was also City had not made any press release statements after the women's game. So journalists have been complaining about that. Well, what goes around comes around. You start treating City with a bit of parity, a little bit of respect, and a little bit of honesty and objectiveness, then maybe City will start treating you journos in the same way. But anyway, back to the game. It's sort of near into the 13th minute. A little ball into Kevin De Bruyne, strikes it. Good one-footed save. Keeper had gone the wrong way, but he got his leg out there. But it's just all City. And what we need to do here is get an early couple of goals, put this to bed, and then go on the all-out attack and score 6-7 if we can. No disrespect to West Ham fans. So let's get back to your comments. And remember, I am in a hotel, so the Wi-Fi, if there is, I am sort of beholden to the stream. So if there is any sort of slight delay, I might get the odd buffering on my laptop with the Wi-Fi. I'm trying to watch. Oh, we're in. No, is he offside? What's he doing? What the hell is Gabriel Jesus doing yet again? Should have scored. Should have had 2 by now. Ball comes into Sergio, plays the ball into Kevin De Bruyne. Do a bit of a rebound. He is onside as well. Goes to go with his left foot, and what does he do? Exactly the same as his first one. Decides to cut back onto his other foot. That was handball. That surely was handball. Gotta be handball. He's just put his hand on the ball and stopped it. Where's the VAR for that? Corner comes in. Kevin De Bruyne swings it into the near post, and keeper scoops up. But Gabby should have 2. I'd like to know what was happening with that handball. Maybe somebody else see it. Let's see. Comes into Gabby. Should have hit it on his left foot, but decided to turn inside on his right foot. Plays a block. It's blocked, but didn't see the replay for the handball. But anyway, let me just go back and see any comments that have come in. Why is your stadium half empty? God, are you going to bore us off as well? Right, you can go. Do one yaya with fake scores. Why is somebody posting fake scores? If they are, we're just gonna block them. They're not even gonna bother tonight about timeouts and things like that. Shadow Rundown football fan. At least you're watching us, mate. Yeah, live in my channel, full HD. Sorry, mate. That's great, but Kun 88 Sports, we cannot have any advertising. So I won't block you, but I'll put you in a timeout. If there's any advertising for things like live streams and things like that, you will be removed. So then, Dipper, how was your loss? Yeah, it was funny last night, wasn't it? Come on, you Irons, Tate Lehane or Tattlehane or whatever you want to call yourself. You're more than welcome on as an Iron fan. We like West Ham fans. So come on, have a bit of banter. Don't be disrespectful. Shadow Rundown. Edison better take the penalty if we get one. UK Misfit, City will never die. We never will. Hello, Mr. Andy Calblundell. How are you, buddy? Hope you're well. Let's get back to the game. We're in the 16th minute on my screen anyway. And it's still 0-0. Should be 2-0. Gabby Jesus should have 2 goals already. Martin's just sent through shocking striker. Don't know what that is. Right, let's see. We've got a load of messages from the guys, Kiam and Martin. I don't know whether I'll read them all out. Well, let me just have a quick look through what they've got to say. Right, I can't read some of those comments out, but let's just say that one is not happy with the strike, and 2, the other person isn't too pleased with the amount of empty seats tonight. So looking at it now on the screen, I'm actually seeing it, and to be fair, there are quite a lot of empty seats. It is half term. You have to remember that, and a lot of people will be away. It's very unusual to get that. I'm just looking at the screen there, and it is unusual to get that many empty seats without shadow a doubt for a midweek game. But remember, this is a rearranged game, and it is half term, and people will already have booked to take their kids away on holiday and things like that. When they weren't. This game should have happened before, over a week ago. So. It is what it is. I'm not going to get too hung up on it. All it does is just provides an opportunity for opposition fans to talk garbage. Bernardo's inside the box. And again, full pass. Lovely play from Kevin De Bruyne. Right-footed cross. Ooh, nearly. David Silva nearly got on the end of that one. Well, City are closing down well. They're not giving West Ham any space to play the ball out. Now West Ham do have the ball and have got out, but they've not really got anywhere to go. because City are closing down in packs and they're really sort of closing down quickly. Well in from Kevin De Bruyne to win the ball back. Let's see what we've got. MI to use 2. Yeah, good luck, mate. I mean, it's one of those. You know, we do like West Ham fans. We do have a bit of an affinity with West Ham fans. So we'll see what tonight brings us. At the end of the day, you're more than welcome to come on, buddy. Kevin with a little chip over the top. It comes to nothing. I heard the Premier League could punish us. Is that true? Who knows, mate? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. All that's been reported, everything that's been reported about that has been by the usual biased media. It's not come from the Premier League. It's purely come from biased media. Martin not happy with Jesus? No, neither am I, if I'm honest. Shedder's one. Hey, Andy, how are you? I'm good, mate. Yeah, busy working and just managed to get back to the hotel in time to start this live watch-along. It's half-term, people on holiday. Of course they are. You know, we shouldn't be playing tonight at the end of the day. It was a rearranged fixture. Thanks for getting rid of him. Yeah, no, what a knobhead. We'll just get rid of him. We're not in the mood now and don't have the time really to be messing about with timing out and messing about. If they come on and start giving it, they're going to go. Anyway, City into Aguero. Oh, was he pulled back there? That looked like he was pulled back. Nothing. Is it going to be reviewed? That looked like he had 2 hands around him and he was being pulled back. What, no review on that? That looked like a penalty, I'll be honest with you. We'll see a crossing from the right. Oh, God, Jesus Christ, they're on. The Algerian Massive are in. Sadio Salah. Yeah, Sadio. Yeah, see you, mate. Can't wait to see... what's that one? Missed that one. Can't wait to see Sane on the wing soon. Yeah, hopefully. Thought maybe he might have been on the bench for 20 minutes tonight, but clearly they're not going to risk him. Pulled back, no VAR. Exactly. I mean, what? Unbelievable. I mean, maybe we're wrong, but I'd like to see that again. Not seen any replays on Sky Sports, so I haven't seen it again. But immediately, Aguero was appealing for it immediately. And it looked like he had arms around him. But we'll wait for the review because the game's still going on. But clearly, are VAR going to review this or are they going to wait until it goes out? You know, for the next review? Or are they going to, I don't know. I'm lost with what the VAR rules are now anyway. So I don't know whether they have to wait for it to go out to review it or what, or whether they just play on. I didn't see the ref say play on and no VAR, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe they did. West Ham have got it by the byline, played, got a corner. Yeah, we might see the review here now. There we go, the replay. This is the replay I'm seeing. It might be behind you. But a little ball in for David Silva. He's onside. He's onside because he can't score with his hand. Oh, he's pulled back. His arm is around him. Look, his arm's around him. His arm's on his waist. He's got his arms actually in his bollocks. He's got his arms in his bollocks and he's pulling him back. Not only round his waist, but then goes to his bollocks and grabs him and pulls him back. Fuck me. Jesus Christ, what are VAR doing? What are they doing? Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Oh, yeah, fucking... I give up. I absolutely do give up. How can you put your arm around the waist of somebody, then change it and grab his bollocks and stop him from taking a shot? And that's not a penalty. That's not impeding him. Anyone know who the VAR official is tonight? It's not Yves Leterme, is it? Maybe. Who knows? UEFA do the VAR so we know what that means, says Shadow Rundown there. Yeah, had an arm around his waist and his nuts. Peter Curry, who will take the penalty if given? No idea. Probably Sergio. Shadow's looked nailed on pen. To me, it did me. Scott Williams, defo pen. Mingyu Wong, pen for me. Absolutely. You can't put your arm around the waist of somebody and then go down and grab his nuts and pull him back while he's trying to shoot. Does it does really make you wonder what. Another prime example, and it's not just City. There's been loads of incidents over the last few games of VAR decisions that are just bizarre. That you think, what are you possibly watching? But anyway, surprise, surprise, City haven't been given a penalty. I bet you if that was Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, there's no doubt about it, they would have been throwing themselves on the floor. Probably that was Sergio's problem. He didn't throw himself on the floor theatrically to get a penalty. Though all the Liverpool fans and the manager and Andy Robertson, the Bellend, and all those Liverpool players and ex-Liverpool players complaining last night about Atletico Madrid throwing themselves around. Is it any wonder when you get no decisions against Liverpool, but they can throw themselves around theatrically and get nearly every decision going? So it is what it is, but maybe Sergio should have been a bit cuter and fell down, thrown his arms in the air, and he might have got a pen. But somehow I doubt it. Mendy trying to get him around the back there. We are coming into 25 minutes in. Is VAR working tonight? Well, clearly it's not. Ridiculous VAR for the cartel. We'd have missed the penalty. Probably right, Shedders. Absolutely, probably right. Anyway, would have made it 10 times worse, wouldn't it? But anyway, I just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable how that wasn't a penalty. Absolutely unbelievable. Kiam's just mentioned here that was a penalty on Aguero. It wasn't offside and it was a foul. VAR coffee break. Maybe Kiam, maybe somebody's gone in there here saying your cappuccino's ready, come and get it. And they have and decided to not bother reviewing it. Unbelievable. Please, can anybody find out who is the VAR official tonight at Stockley Park? I'm dying to know who it is. De Bruyne across into the box. Good header out there by the defender. West Ham bringing the ball out. It's been pretty much City. West Ham have sort of huffed and puffed when they've gone forward, not really created anything yet. I'm just looking. I've just had my screen's got a bit blurry, but we've had 6 shots already, 2 on target, 77% possession. But 2 of those shots on targets, Gabby should have scored both of those chances easily. And then plus that penalty, should have been a penalty. So it is what it is, but we are in the 26th minute on my screen anyway. Can't see Martin getting his 5-0 tonight. Well, I think it's one of those, Peter. Sometimes you just need one and then the floodgates open, don't they? David Silva on the ball. Poor pass out that actually to Bernardo. Should have done better there. West Ham got the ball just on the halfway line. Playing it out wide on the right. But City win it back. What City have done well tonight so far is, and remember, City we haven't played for a couple of weeks, so that momentum and things like that. We've got to get back in the swing of things where we've had games that have been cancelled, we've had games that have been rescheduled, and we haven't played a game, so it's all like getting back into the swing of things. So I think it might take, by the looks of it, we're passing the ball fairly well. We're in total domination, total control. It might be one of those we have to be a little bit patient and wait till the second half for everything to start clicking into gear, because it normally takes a while for things to start moving. Sorry, I don't know what's just happened there, but I just had a message that I missed. I don't know whether City have scored. I don't know, have they? I don't know. Is it a goal? Maybe not. I just had a message there that I missed and I didn't know whether it was a goal. Was it a goal or was that a West Ham goal? I don't know. Because I am slightly behind. I don't know. I've got a message from Martin saying surprise, surprise. Don't know what that means. I don't know. Somebody let me know on the stream if possible. We'll see. Mendy went for a shot there. We're on the 28th minute. No, well, that is. I don't know what Martin's posting or whatever. So heard it's Madley. Which one? Oh well, it'll only be his brother, won't it? Is it because Bobby Madley's not in anymore? Is it Andy Madley or something like that? Andy Madley, yeah. Had an attempt at goal. Oh, Mendy had an attempt at goal. Header coming in there. Who was that? Was that Laporte? Yeah, Laporte there. Sorry, 1-0 up. 1-0 up. Ah, right, okay. I'm just getting smiley faces from my wife, and I don't know what it means. Oh, that was a header. Who was that? Rodri? Yeah, Rodri header. Kevin De Bruyne corner. There we go. And just as it happened, oh no, it's back on again. My Sky Sports stream. Yeah, Rodri header, nice header, lovely corner for a change to the near post. Rodri goes near post, gets the flick on. Oh, did Laporte get a touch on that? Oh, I think he might have done. I think he might have got a touch on that. We're just watching it back. What did Rodri? Did Laporte get a touch on that? Ooh, that is close. Can't see, need to see that again. I don't know whether the ball was fully over the line there. I'm guessing that might, with review, be a Laporte goal. I don't care. I don't care who scored it. I'm not bothered. Well, I am because De Bruyne's in my fantasy football team, so he won't get the assist if Rodri headed it and Laporte tapped it in. But be interesting. Getting hopefully the start of a few tonight. Laporte, Scott Williams. You think it's Laporte? Looking at that, I wasn't sure at the replay whether. Well, we didn't score from a corner, really, did we? Because if it's a Laporte goal, we score from a header, a knock on. But yeah, in theory, yeah, we did score from a corner. I might see that again, but the first two shots I saw, I'm not sure the ball was fully over the line, so I'm thinking possibly that's Laporte's goal, which I'm sure Rodri would be a bit pissed off about. But anyway, I don't care. I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered who scores. It's 1-0. Let's hope we can get another one now before half-time. Like I said, it's going to take a bit of time for us to get a bit of momentum in. It's been a couple of weeks since we played, so go back. Rodri, our dreaming, scored from a corner. When was the last time we scored? I can't remember the last time we scored from a corner. City back in here. Oh, nearly a good ball by Gabby, but it's gone out for a corner. Exactly, Shedders. Too late to get a lottery ticket on tonight. My eyes deceive me. So was it? Has it been given? I can't put the audio on here because we'll get the channel banned if we do. So I can't hear what the audio is saying. But to me, it did look like Laporte might have got a touch before it crossed the line. Oh my lord! Bernardo was going to strike that then. Was it Otamendi got in his way there? Look at him, he's holding his head. He was about to hit that and Otamendi got in front of him. Obviously, clearly no shout from Bernardo Silva. So you need to open your mouth, fella. Don't forget, guys, I do need to remind you, I forgot all about it. Martin is going to be live, doing a live vlog at halftime. He's going to test out the new Wi-Fi with Vodafone at the Etihad Stadium. Apparently, it's all been changed, and it's going to be a wonderful experience. And that is a comment for Lee Taylor on Twitter, who I know very well and spoke to loads of times. Big City fan, goes home and away, and He works for Vodafone, regional manager for the North for Vodafone, and yeah, so we're gonna see what the Wi-Fi is like. It seems Martin said it does definitely seem better around the Etihad Stadium because, as you know, if you follow Man City Fan TV, sometimes when you're doing vlogs, you've got to be in a certain spot, a live vlog in particular. Otherwise, the Wi-Fi is just crap, absolute crap. But Martin said tonight it does seem a definite improvement around the Etihad. So he's going to try and do a live vlog at half time because normally, absolutely no chance of doing a live vlog at half time unless you're really lucky and stand, I don't know, at the top of a top tier of one of the stands and things like that. But he's going to hopefully get around the concourse in the Colin Bell stand, and he's going to try and do a live vlog at half time. So that will probably be around 8:20. So don't forget, I will put this one, this live vlog on here. I'm just wondering now, actually. It's from his phone, so it'll be all right. I'll just put this on silent for half time, put the thumbnail back up, and hopefully there'll be another live vlog appear on the channel. And Martin should be live at half time talking about the game. So go over and don't forget to have a look at that if it works. I'm not sure we've ever done a live watch along and a live vlog from a stadium, so I don't know whether one will take over the other. I'm not sure, so we'll try it. We'll suck it and see. But if it means closing this one down for half time so Martin can go live, then we'll do that. But anyway, let's go back. Mank forever. Hi Andy, I heard we could lose De Bruyne. His contract states he could go on a free, no Champions League football tier ban. Is already 28 thoughts, mate. Bollocks. There you go. One word for you, mate. Ain't happening. I think Laporte got a touch on it. I do. Well, I won't know until I see the actual definitive slow-mo, but it looked to me first off that Laporte got a touch on it, and then I saw a second one, but it wasn't slow-mo, and it didn't look like the ball. Oh, I'm seeing another one here. Hold on. Header. Not from that angle. I need to see another angle. They're just showing it again on Sky Sports, but it's not an angle you can really see. Rodri's been given the goal. Okay, that's fair enough. TV still says Rodri. Okay. If it's going to get changed, it'll probably get changed at half time or it'll get changed at full time. They probably won't do it during the game. It'll probably get changed either at half time or full time once they've looked at it. But I mean, definitely, I'm hoping it's Rodri's because that means De Bruyne gets the assist for my fantasy football points. But it did look like Laporte got a touch before the ball was fully over the line. But I'm not asked. It's 1-0 City, and that's all I care about. So we are in the 37th minute. Kevin De Bruyne's on the left, outside of his foot, blocked by a defender. I've got to say, so far, even though West Ham now have got the ball and they're playing a crossfield ball, tried to play a ball to Mendy. Mendy, nice little cushion header back. West Ham have sort of huffed and puffed, really, which was expected. Not really threatened City's goal whatsoever, and City are pretty much dominated with around a 70 to 80% possession. It's mainly been Man City. And let's face it, we really should have had a penalty. And we should be, well, Gabby should have 2 goals at least. So we should be comfortably winning this game before half time. But that's City for you. But we, like I said earlier, don't forget, this is our first game for a couple of weeks. It might take half of a game for us to really hit our stride. But so far, we can't ask for more than we're doing. We're 1-0 up, comfortable in the game. De Bruyne getting somebody getting a blocking on De Bruyne across there. Yeah, come on, City. I just want us to push a bit quicker, play a bit quicker. Try and go for that second and kill the game off before half time. Roger giving the goals. How far is KDB off Henry's Premier assist record? Oh, good point, mate. Off the top of my head, I have absolutely no idea, Shedders. It can't be more than 3 or 4, maybe. If De Bruyne has been given that, I don't know. I mean, if it's a Rodri goal, there's another assist. I'm guessing it's 3 or 4 now. 2 weeks ago, the game, I can't even remember what was what the what it was. I can try and look it up. Let's just have a quick look. So, looking at the statistics for assists, and I've just picked this first one, which is Wikipedia. I don't know how up to date that is, if I'm being honest with you. So, most assists. That's not good to me. Let me go back and see if I can get Premier League one. Premier League assists. Oh, hold on. There we go. Premier League all-time assists. Let's just have a quick look. Full list. Right. We are going for... why is that just suddenly jumped? Shouldn't have done that. Here we go. View the full list of all-time assists. It's amazing just even having a quick look through here. Ryan Giggs obviously tops at 162 assists in the Premier League. Fabregas 111, Rooney 103, Lampard 102, Bergkamp 94, Gerrard 92, David Silva 90. And you think compared to those players, how many games they played compared to David Silva, and he's on 90. Milner 84, Beckham 80. Thierry Henry is on 74. Kevin De Bruyne is on 62. I thought he was a lot closer than that, I must admit. So that they are Premier League assists. So they're saying, according to the Premier League website, Henry is on 74. I thought he was only about 6 or 8 behind a month or so ago, but clearly not. So yeah, Thierry Henry is on 74. Kevin De Bruyne is on 62, maybe 63 with regards to that. So there you go. Kevin De Bruyne is just average, isn't he? Yeah. Will you be going live again tonight, Andy? I'll be live throughout this particular vlog. You've got to remember, for me now, it's coming up to 10:15 in the evening, and I'm working in 7 hours. So by the time this finishes, oh, you mean in a season? Sorry, Shadows. Sorry, I thought you meant overall assists. Yeah, well, I'm sure he was only 4 or 5 behind him. So if one tonight, I'm sure it can only be 2 or 3 behind him for a season. That's where I was getting confused earlier. I'm sure it could only be a couple of 2 or 3 maybe behind Henry for a season. So we've got plenty of games left on that one. Henry holds the Prem record in one season of 20 assists. So what does that put Kevin on? What, 17, I'm guessing, if that stands. And City's first half possession is 74% so far. You can see how dominant we are. So I think last time I looked, and I'm only guessing, I think De Bruyne was on 15 or 16. So maybe he's on 16 or 17 now. So he can't be that far behind with, still a load of games to go. What, 12 games to go? 11 games to go? So for me, we're on the 42nd minute now. So for you guys, you might be on the 43rd minute, 44. Don't forget, City or Leicester versus City is kickoff at the weekend on Saturday. It's just coming up there on Sky. Reminder. I don't know whether I'll be in Heathrow by then or whether I'll still be on the road driving. I'm not sure, because Saturday I'm driving down. I arrive back in Manchester on Friday, midnight Friday, and then Saturday I've got to drive to Heathrow to catch my early morning flight to Dubai on Sunday. So hopefully, if I can get everything done, repack my suitcase and get on the road, I might be down there for kickoff on Saturday for the Leicester game, in which case I'll try and do a live watch along, or Martin can do one, or what. I'm not sure whether Martin's even going, I don't know, but we'll do something on the channel. So hopefully I'll be down there by then, and we'll do something. If not, I'm sure Martin will do something as well. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm trying to meet up with the Man City Dubai Supporters Club again when I'm out in Dubai next week. So hopefully I'll have a night out on the town with those guys. Really nice set of City fans, about 20, 30 of them. Proper regulars, not all of them, but the regulars will be out there. So hopefully I can meet up with them one night next week in Dubai and maybe do some live vlogging and some videos and things like that with them and ask their thoughts on FFP and all everything that's gone on, because I haven't spoke to many of them for a number of months now. Oh, inside, great ball from Bernardo. Sergio hits it. Is it gone out? It's come back to Gabby. Was it a corner? It must have gone for a corner, that. Was that? Kiam says on my WhatsApp message, that's Kiam being Kiam, that Madrid might be looking at this thinking we're not finishing again, and this is the problem again tonight. And I absolutely agree with him. More chances being wasted and squandered. We've got to be more clinical, and I totally agree with him. We must be. We've got to be more. We can't go into that Madrid game next week and have 4 or 5 chances and miss all of them, or only take one of them. We've got to be clinical. But the caveat to that is I do think that we might need this first half to get us back into the swing of things again, because we haven't played for a couple of weeks. So I'm happy to hold fire on that till the second half. But if we keep missing chances in the second half, I think Pep's going to start getting a bit pissed off with some of the strikers like Gabby, like Sergio, etc., and say, you're going to have to start pulling your finger out, because you can't keep missing 6, 7 good opportunities every game. Somebody is going to punish us severely if we do that, especially in the Champions League. So I totally agree with Kiam's comment. Anyway, I think probably almost time up, but Kevin De Bruyne has got the corner. It's probably, you guys are seeing the whistle's already been blown and it's 1-0 at half time. But free kick comes in by Bernardo. Poor free kick. Walker tries don't know what he was trying. But anyway, Peter Corey, 13 attempts, 5 on target. Yeah. And that's not all. That statistic is not always true, because as in you can just say, oh, wow, they've had 13, because some of them can be difficult attempts. But certainly you can name 2 by Gabby Jesus tonight. Should have finished both of them, no problem. We're talking 6 yards out, but changed his body shape on 2 occasions to put it on his other foot, when he should have just shot first time. We've got the Aguero. That was a definite penalty, and that is obviously half-time. Definite penalty. And then we had the Rodri or Laporte goal, or whatever, whoever eventually gets it. So, yeah, wasted opportunities. We should be 3-0 at least here at half-time, and Gabby is walking off, banging his head, shaking his head. Yeah, and probably going, what a knobhead I am. Should have finished those both, at least one of those chances. Should have really finished both. But anyway, that's half time. Let me just go back and read. Shadow, Jesus won't be playing Sane, Sergio Sterling up front against Real Madrid. Shadow, we need that away goal, though. Madrid, I agree. Jesus, awful. I wouldn't say he's awful. No, I definitely wouldn't say awful. Should have took his chances. Gabby not playing well. Well, yeah, not took his chances. I said this to Martin. City haven't been dominated in any loss. All losses have come to poor defending and lack of finishing. Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Cal. Shedder's one, since De Bruyne's Premier League debut for Man City in September 2015, only Lionel Messi with 62 has more assists in Europe. It's top 5 leagues than the Belgium with 61. Thank you for posting that, Shedders. Man City fan shades of last season. Yeah, how are we feeling now then? Well, comfortable 1-0, should have been 3 at least. Unpopular opinion, but Salah is better than Hazard. If you gave me the option of the 2 on last season and the season before, I would probably take Salah over Hazard, I'll be honest with you. And I know I'll probably get stick for that. But yeah, I probably would take Salah. over Hazard, but maybe only for one more season, maybe. But I don't know. But yeah, if you gave me the choice of the two right now, yeah, I would take Salah, even though I don't think he's had a brilliant season this season. I think Hazard's been very hit and miss over the last 18 months. John Doyle says a player of KDB quality deserves better than City. Are you looking to go in a timeout or being removed from the channel? John Doyle? But anyway, keep it up and you will be. I don't think he deserves better than City. And like Cheddar, here's your example. Okay, so if he deserves better than City, as Cheddar's just said there, we are talking about the best teams, all teams in European football. Only one person has had more assists in European football than Kevin De Bruyne, and that is Lionel Messi with 62. Kevin De Bruyne with 61. Does he deserve better? It's up to you. Salah has a lot of chances, but he's always inconsistent. Well, he has been this season. He wasn't last season. Come on, we have to be a bit fair on that. West Ham fans mocking us because of the empty seats. I haven't seen any West Ham fans mocking us on here, mate, so I'm not really bothered about that. Why is the Etihad Stadium empty? Because in the UK, whatever your Arabic name is, it's half term. Everybody is away on holiday. Remember, this game shouldn't have gone ahead tonight. This is our half term where families take their children away on holiday, so school is out, and maybe that's the reason. I don't know. Agree, KDB to Everton. KDB should be playing for Barca, Real Madrid. All right, okay. John, if you're going to do that, then see you later, mate. Bye-bye. Right, listen, I'm going. Having a bit of a break. I need a toilet break, and I will hand you over to Martin to go over and watch the live vlog with Martin on the channel now. Hi guys, sorry I'm back. I had some urgent messages I had to and emails I had to reply to, so I do apologise. I'm a little bit late, 5 minutes late, so I do apologise. It's 51 minutes on my clock. Still 1-0 City. Hope everyone's okay. Let me go back and just see if there's any other comments that have been. It's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. So I've got a bit of a warning coming up. So let me know if there's any buffering that goes on, because for some reason Wi-Fi looks strong in the hotel room that I'm in, but I've had an error message. So please let me know if there's any buffering. If so, what I'll have to do is I'll have to close it down and restart it. So there's not a lot I can do about it. I would bring Mahrez in for Gabby and watch Kun score. Shares parts of the M6265 have been closed, causing loads of tailback. Could be some causes of the low turnout. City, says Sanjay. Would love Kun winning the golden boot, so would I. The M62 motorway is closed off. Parts of it, Ming, Yi Wong, Foden and Kun second half 3-0 final score. Reports of major tailbacks due to flooding. Dermot Gallagher says VAR didn't review Kun penalty incident because the ref played on. What's that all about? Has the stream died? Okay, has it gone off? Let me know if you can comment. Has it gone off? I have got an error message on the OBS saying that there's an error. It's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Such viewers will experience buffering. So maybe now that I'm back on, it might just reconnect again. Maybe because there was no content. I don't know. Let me just see. YouTube's not receiving notes, so close that. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Can you comment? Is it still going? If not, I'll restart it again. Like I said, there's not a lot. I was lucky I got to be able to do a live watch along tonight. Shouldn't really have been doing one. And I have got tons of work and emails I need to crack on with. So I'll do my best to stay on. But please, can you let me know? No, you are fine. No, all good at my end. No, it's fine. Okay, so maybe it's because I just paused. Well, I didn't pause it, but I wasn't really doing anything with the stream. Maybe that's why I've got the error message coming up. But if it does, if there is any buffering or things like that, please let me know on here. Several of you rather than just one person, because then I know it's not just your 4G or your Wi-Fi. Let me know if it does do it, and I'll do my best to restart the stream for you. Aguero inside the box. Oh, typical Sergio, that gets the ball just on the edge of the penalty area, takes on the defender, goes wide, tries to cut it across goal. Little ball in. Oh yeah, I don't know whether he was trying to cross or shoot there. More than likely because he was trying to. Yeah, more than like, I don't know, because I don't know whether he was trying to. It looks like it was more like a shot, but what's going on here? There's words between the ref, Mark Noble, and Gabby Jesus. Don't know what that's about. Remember, I don't have sound. I can't put the sound on. Looks like a ball boy might have got hit by a ball or something happened. Looked like a City official there is just checking on a ball boy. What happened here? Aguero cut it across. Did it go out? The ball boy actually anticipated thinking the ball had gone out, and I don't think it did go out. I think the whole ball stayed in, and the ball boy went and grabbed it before allowing it. And I think he was having a word from an official saying to him, don't touch the ball unless it crosses the line and goes out. So, poor kid. At least he got on TV. That's the main thing. And how many times have we seen that type of thing happen? Fine at my end. Martin, anyone else feel for that ball boy? Yeah, no, bless him. That must have been right in front of you, Martin. Or not far from you, anyway. Bless him. He was thinking he was probably doing the right thing, and what he should have done was just leave the ball until it went out of play properly, and then pick the ball up and give it back one way, whether it be a goal kick or a throw-in. But anyway, he got on TV. I'm sure his parents are really proud of him. Sad thing is, it's half term, so it's not like he can even go in school tomorrow unless he is in school at his school in his area and say, I was on TV last night, did you see me? Just somehow doesn't seem to be running for Gabby tonight. It's just not happening, is it? Shot there of Ferran Soriano, our CEO, after his comments today. That was on the, or his comments on the official City site anyway. But still 1-0 City, 56th minute, coming up to, into the 57th minute. And really, this game should have been put to bed in the first half. But hopefully City will now start stepping it up a little bit. I'd like to see somebody just blasted the ball at Frederick's head there. I don't know whether Fredericks is really, really hurt, but he's rolling around like he's just, sniper's just got him. Well, let's see. It was just a body check by Rodri. Rodri's complaining because Fredericks was actually running towards him. And Rodri just turned. Because Fredericks was running straight at him, but he's complaining about shoulder. So I hope for him as a player, I hope he's not dislocated a shoulder or something like that. He was making out that he was in an awful lot of pain. And if he is, then I hope he's okay. Nobody wants to see players getting injured. We're not Liverpool fans. So looks like they are going to warm up somebody. Oh, it's Zaba. Zaba's warming up. Yeah, sadly, it looks like potentially Fredericks might have dislocated a shoulder there, which is a shame. Hope the kid's all right. Nobody wants to see. It wasn't a nasty challenge. Rodri just turned his... Fredericks was running at him and Rodri just turned to protect himself and they both collided shoulder to shoulder. But it does look like Fredericks may potentially have dislocated his shoulder or something there, which is not nice to see. You don't want that for your players. So fingers crossed the kid's all right. And hopefully it's not a dislocation because nobody wants to see West Ham. They're already in a lot of trouble as it stands. Nobody really wants to see West Ham go down. I certainly don't anyway. I want to see them maintain their Premier League status. I like West Ham as a club. Not sure about the owners or Karen Brady, but I do like West Ham as a club and as a team. And I like their fans. So, I've always had a good association with West Ham fans. So we'll wait and see what's happening, but there is a bit of a long delay, so I'll go back to your comments. Hope the ball boy is okay. Yeah. What's the score? Well, it's still 1-0. Even the ball boys are against us. Yeah, bang in front. Paul lad looks so down now. Bless him. Legend is returning. Breaking news, FA looking to cheat in City ball boy scandal. Yes, it looks like it's a dislocated shoulder joint, which is a shame for Fredericks. He's got his arm wrapped up in his shirt to support it. Take the weight off, so he's got a nice little shirt, lower arm, broad arm sling going on there. So that's a shame. It was an accident. I don't think there was nothing malicious in it. So I hope Fredericks is... hope he's back for West Ham sooner rather than later. And what a great sight. And I'm sure... I haven't got the audio on, but I can only imagine the City fans are absolutely on their feet applauding Pablo Zabaleta, who's come on for Fredericks. And rightly so. We finally get another time to see Pablo Zabaleta back at the Etihad Stadium. Excuse me. Zaba coming on. How's David Silva been? Yeah, I mean, he's in the first half early doors. He made 3 or 4 brilliant passes. It's been fairly quiet, like most players. I think for the most part of the game, don't think anybody has really shone tonight. I think Rodri's done all right. His passing is good. His tackling's been good. But Kevin De Bruyne has made some passes, but I don't think anybody's shone. Nice little ball from Silva to Aguero there. Bernardo cuts inside. Ooh, not far away. Not far away. He was aiming for one of those curling into the top corner shots like he normally does. Let's see how far away it was. Yeah, three yards over the bar. Hits the corner support stanchion there. So, yeah, should have done better under no pressure. Biggest cheer of the night, says Shedders 1. Yeah, I'm sure it was, mate. Got a feeling we need to get another in this game. Been slow since half-time. City fans pure class for Zaba. That gave me chills. That welcome home Zaba. I'm sure it was. Like I said, I can't put the sound on, so I can't hear it. So it's going to be one of those. I'll watch the game back on my laptop at some point, maybe when I'm travelling to Dubai at the weekend. I'll watch it back and listen to everything. But yeah, I'm sure it was amazing seeing Zaba come on. Ball pass there, cut out by Gabby, who's very, very deep. Rodri plays it out wide to Kevin. I'd like to see Kevin a bit further up the field, if I'm honest. I think the second half he's playing it far too deep. No need for him to be that far deep. Rodri can play that role because they're just sat back defending. Just too deep, Kevin. Kevin's picked the ball up, cuts inside, gives it to David Silva, turns his player, plays it in, 2-0. Brilliant bit of interplay. I just said Kevin De Bruyne playing deep. Well, this time he goes from deep, plays a lovely 1-2. Great turn and ball from David Silva. Cal, you're asking about David Silva. That's what the man brings. Plays a nice little ball into Kevin, inside the area. What a great finish by De Bruyne. 2-0 City. Yeah, Bernardo cuts inside, gives it Kevin, 25 yards out, plays it in. Oh no, it was to Bernardo. Sorry, my apologies. It was to Bernardo Silva. Sorry, I've got it on a small screen in the corner so I can read your comments. It was to Bernardo Silva. He plays a little ball back. Actually, it wasn't really a pass. He tried to turn his player. It overrun, but Kevin picked the ball up. First time shot, which Gabby Jesus, take note. If it's on for shooting, shoot. Stop trying to pull it onto another foot. Kevin plays the ball straight into the bottom corner, near post. 2-0 City. Should be game over. City-itis doesn't strike, but should be game over now. And let's hope we can go on and maybe score a few more goals, hopefully. But anyway, let's go back. Ken, 2-0, says Christopher Torf. Down at Zabaleta as an assistant to Pep. Hello, boss. Spurs game just hit half-time, so I thought I'd pop in. Spurs game? What the hell are you watching a Spurs game for? KDB, 2-0 up. KDB. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne, we want 10. Come on, Shedders. Oh, first time cross there by Walker. Evening, Ryan. Just let you know that it wasn't me last night. Thus, I've put a profile pic in. Yeah, I explained that earlier on the vlog, Ryan. Atmosphere seems pretty good given how empty it is. Yeah, where is the Liverpool hate from the media? Where is the talk about Klopp's tactically getting it wrong? Where is the talk about the attack? Don't know what's going on here, but it's Gabby looks like he's been tapped or kicked. Talk about attack useless. But the media and neutral football is corrupt. Okay, no worries, Scott, says Ryan. Yeah, a bit of studs up there. I don't think there was anything malicious in that whatsoever. I think the West Ham player, is it Suchik? He had his eye on the ball. Gabby's trying to claim it was a John Stones coming on. I wonder who that's for. Who's that for? Laporte. Yeah, good decision, Pep Guardiola. Rest him for the Madrid game. Don't risk him. He's had some more minutes in his legs. John Stones comes on 2-0 up with Otamendi. I've got no problems with that whatsoever. Get Laporte off. Make sure he's safe for the Madrid game. Ryan is watching both Spurs and City because I like my German football. Let's go Leipzig. Are Leipzig good to watch? Carl has seen myself. City on TV in Leipzig. Right, okay. Right, so we're back to the game. Mendy, who's been very quiet tonight, Mendy. I haven't seen much of him. But then West Ham really haven't done much. But I've not really seen much of Mendy going forward. So 2-0 up, City, 66th minute. Let's just hope we can maybe get another couple of goals. Kevin De Bruyne now picking the ball up, midfield, running, driving forward. Yeah, a bit of a poor ball that from Kevin. I must admit, and good evening, Glenn Mountain. How are you, buddy? Somebody made a comment on Twitter the other day about the likeness between Steven Gerrard and Kevin De Bruyne, and I must admit, even though as much as we despise Liverpool and things like that, I really do see his game progressing that way. Steven Gerrard was an exceptional player. He was a very, very good player. And you do see more and more of the way he picks up the ball and drives forward, running at players, committing them. You do see more and more of that. I think his passing, or certainly his passing for assists, is far better than Gerrard's was. Gerrard was an exceptional crosser, long field passer, things like that. But he does drive forward with the ball, like Gerrard used to. And we're seeing more and more in that in his game, which can only be good news for Manchester City, because Gerrard, even though he was a dipper, an exceptional player, very, very good player. 67 minutes in, City 2, West Ham 0. And yeah, there are large swathes of empty seats, but City fans don't rise to the clickbait and everything else that people would have. It's half term. You only have to look at some of the games that have happened over the weekend. Even some of the games at the weekend, Arsenal and others, massive swathes of empty seats, because it's half term and people, rightly so, should spend their time with their families. And if that means taking them away and not to a football match, then so be it. I'd like to see, I haven't seen anything yet. Possession-wise, it's just total domination by City. I'm guessing it's in 80% possession easily this half. It's all City. Right, let's go. Grant Corey, Mendy has been poor, offensively done well. Defensively, yeah, he's not really done much going forward at all. Felipe Anderson is so overrated. The fact people saying he's better than Richarlison don't make me laugh. I wouldn't even compare the two, mate, if I'm being honest, Cal, because I think they're two different players. Gerrard is... I like Gerrard's volleys. They were powerful. KDB plays in a deeper role for Belgium as well. No one likes Gerrard. He's a muppet. Well, no, yeah. If you want to go down the childish route and talk down like that, Cal, yeah, then fair enough. But I'm talking about football in terms. Everton 5th for second half goals conceded. Cheddar's half-time stat, Rodri has 84 successful passes, more than the entire West Ham team with 77. Yeah, they've not really done a great deal. But Walker's inside the area, plays it inside. Lovely little chip over the top. Whoa, nearly on his right foot. Bubblegum nearly got a decent cross in there. Mendy plays the ball inside the box to Aguero, keeps the ball, wins it off Zaba. He's turning Zaba left, right, and centre. David Silva. I was going to say I don't think that was a foul because he was only about 3 foot off the floor. Kevin De Bruyne into David Silva. Plays it into Gabby, wide left, one-on-one with Zaba. Plays it back inside to David, who turns, comes out to Rodri. A crossfield ball to Walker, who gives it wide to Bernardo Silva. Back inside to Kevin De Bruyne. Lots of movement by City, but not by the front two. Cross comes into Sergio. Hits it against the player. He's still got the ball. Puts a lovely cross in and a good header by Zabaleta in front of Gabby. Kevin De Bruyne into Bernardo Silva. Tries a little pass. Still a nice little 1-2. Mendy out on the wide right, who is... I've hardly mentioned his name tonight. Done nothing when we've been in, let's face it, in total possession. He's really not hardly been in the game. Whether he needs to be or not is another thing. But inside to Rodri, to Bernardo Silva, who's now dropped into Kevin De Bruyne's role. as he's moved out wide. Into Rodri again, driving forward, plays it out to side to Mendy. Mendy back into Rodri, and it's a lot of keep ball as normal, and they're trying to push them from one side of the pitch to the other. Bernardo Silva, that's a poor ball by Bernardo Silva, giving the ball away 25 yards out. But well won back by Kevin De Bruyne, and now we've got David Silva, plays it wide to Kevin, inside the area, crosses. Oh, good clearance that by a defender eventually. That was a nice little bit of movement there between David Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, but ultimately a good tackle by their centre-back. West Ham really are shocking. Peter Curry's 77% possession. Not sure what people expected. Horrible weather on rearranged midweek game versus Leicester and Madrid within the week. It's obviously going to be pretty empty. Yeah, of course it is. Knowing David Moyes, he's going to the Championship is incredible. Cal says, Gerrard is a great player, but as a person, I'm not bothered about the person. I'm just talking purely about football, mate. West Ham to stay up. I hope so, Mingy Wonga, really do. I like West Ham. It's always been that way. I hope they stay up. I don't particularly like their owners. I don't particularly like the way that they've treated their fan base. But I do like them as a club, and I like their fans. So, you know, as a whole, you're always going to get idiots, but as a whole, I like the fan base. So, I like going down. I liked going down, should say, to Upton Park. So, in the previous decades. So. Yeah, I like West Ham. We tend to have a good affiliation with West Ham fans. So, yeah, I hope they do stay up. I really do. I just think their owner's a bit of a knobhead, if I'm being honest. But it is what it is. Stop trolling Abdallah. No one is biting Abdallah. If Pep and some edge players leave, then they're cowards. You repeat yourself, Abdallah. See you later, mate. Sorry, buddy. I said to you earlier about, it's just nonsense, and all you're doing is you're just repeating the same old stuff. Go back on Ray's channel, and that way you'll be able to have your say. Carl says West Ham are going down. They have a team of individuals. They don't play each other and themselves. Ryan says, can we get Andy and Martin to replace Martin Tyler and Smith on next FIFA? Carl, have you seen the other teams in the league? There is a bunch worse. I think there are far more worse teams than West Ham. I think West Ham will be safe. I think they'll be safe quite comfortably, if I'm being really honest, in my opinion anyway. I think there are far worse teams than West Ham. I think Moyes has got enough to make them. Remember, they're playing City, and I don't want to big up City but they're playing City at the Etihad, who, have been rested for 2 weeks. Who we should beat. We should beat West Ham with this team 99 times out of 100, as it stands at the moment at the Etihad. So I think West Ham have got too many decent players for them to go down, if I'm being honest. And I think Moyes will keep them up quite comfortably. And there are 3 worse teams that could possibly go down. What Newcastle, Brighton, Bournemouth and Watford are better than West Ham? Norwich. Just seeing what's going on there. Sorry, they were just showing a clip there. I didn't know whether that was a bit of trouble, but it's not. It was just showing an image of West Ham fans. So, like I said, I do apologise. I haven't got any audio, so I can't hear what's being said and why they're switching to different camera shots. Aston Villa will go down probably. You know what? At the beginning of the season, I said Villa might struggle. And then I changed my mind, and now I'm going back to what I originally said, and I think Villa are going to struggle. I think they're really going to struggle this season, and possibly will go down. I think Norwich will go down. I'm sure. I think I even said Sheffield United could go down, and look where Sheffield United are. They've done exceptional this season, but who knows? Who knows who's going to go down? And if you haven't watched. If you haven't watched True Geordie, fucking up Newcastle go down, if I'm being honest. Sad bastard. But go over and watch his. Well, no, don't go over and watch it. I shouldn't even give him any airtime or say anything about it. But the amount of shite that guy spouts. But he does get clicks and does earn a lot of money for his nonsense and garbage that he does come out with. But hey, it is what it is. I'm guessing it's his full-time job. So I think Norwich, Villa and West Ham will go down. Norwich are done already. Watford have got... I think Watford potentially could be in trouble as well, Carl, if I'm being honest. Harris Dobson, how are you? Man City 2, West Ham United 0, and West Ham United will go down to the Championship next season, says Eugene McGeever. You reckon? I hope not. That's all I'm going to say. They might do. I hope not. And I do think they might not, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm getting messages coming through here. So I just need to quickly check. I don't think Martin's too impressed with Gabby for some reason. Something must happen fairly soon with Gabby. Has he missed another open net? I don't know. Maybe that's coming up. But I don't think Martin's too happy with Gabby tonight. And this is wide to Walker on the right. Comes into Kevin De Bruyne. Plays a love. Oh, outside of the boot. I wonder why. A beautiful outside of the boot ball into the box. Gabby on his chest. Should have struck it straight in the net. Delayed it ever so slightly. I think Zaba, I think it was. I've not seen the replay. Zaba may have tried to get in on him. And I think I don't know whether Zaba hit it or Gabby hit it and it's hit the keeper's chest. But he's had an absolute mare tonight. He's worked well to get in the positions. His finishing has been absolutely appalling. Really has. But again, like I said with all of them, I'm quite happy to give them this game after 2 weeks rest. A bit of time to come back into it. And I'd rather them get this crap out the way before the Real Madrid game. And the Leicester game, let's not forget. But West Ham crossing there, left-footed crossing. That was, who was that? Trying to see, sorry. But we're on the break now with Walker bringing it out, plays a ball out wide to Kevin De Bruyne, who's in the right wing position. Kevin De Bruyne, tried to do one of those Stoke-esque type of passes. Didn't quite get the curl on it. Went straight to the keeper instead of to Sergio. Jesus misses another, says Peter Curry. Bet he changed his mind if Newcastle get taken over. Of course he will, Shedder. So of course he was. Listen, this is how hypocritical some of these fan channels are, without naming any. But they say one thing 1 minute, and then you only have to. They forget what they say on the previous channels, and you know it was only a few months ago when the whole Newcastle getting taken over by the Saudis and blah blah blah, that he was trying to proclaim that it was a good thing and he didn't mind and blah 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 and all that crap that he comes out with. But yeah, now all of a sudden it's changed. Anyway, Kevin De Bruyne is coming off. That's good. Rest him as well. We're getting Phil Foden on? No, we're getting Ilkay Gundogan on. I like True Geordie, but his views on City are based on Chelsea. I can't even bother watching him, mate. He's a caricature of man on steroids. To be honest, True Geordie does have a point about City. No, he doesn't. He has no point about City whatsoever. If you watched his video, he talks utter shite. Garbage, mate. He doesn't even know what he's talking about when it comes to FFP, to the charges that were made. Clueless. So don't talk about it if he's got no idea what the actual charges at the moment are all about. He's talking about like we've overspent, not about the fact of what the charges are really all about. So don't comment on it. I wouldn't dare and dream. But I mean, it don't make any difference. It makes no difference because we're just a little small channel. He's got loads of subscribers, got to feed them with some sort of clickbait to keep them happy. Because if he doesn't, people will switch off and not bother watching. And if they don't, when you've got 100,000 subscribers, 200,000 subscribers, you don't get paid for it. And if that's your living, hence why journalists do what they do right now. Shedders one, give your head a wobble, Ming. Yeah, couldn't have put that more. I must admit, I have to agree with Shedders on that one, Mingy Wong. Kevin, the best midfielder. Carl, Nigel, Steve Bruce has actually done a good job at Newcastle. His football is terrible, but not going to lie, sorry. But they get results. Not many people like what he says about us. I don't think many people like anything he says about anything, if I'm being honest. If you're not have a love-in with the true Geordie, or you're not a Newcastle fan. Fulham, says Harry Stobson. Don't know what that's about. I heard that guy wants to take over West Ham. To be fair, Lawrence, who is the Liverpool fan, is actually an alright fan. Not even biased. I met Lawrence in September. He's a good guy. I've no idea who you're talking about. Anyway, it's 80. We're going into 82 minutes now. Still 2-0. In total domination by City. I'm not even sure that Ederson's had a save to make, if I'm being honest. Maybe somebody will remind me. Mendy beats a player. Tries to get across him. It's a corner, is it? Maybe. Comes off Bowen, does it? Or did it come back up? Yeah, it's a corner. Gundogan's going across to take it. But anyway, guys, listen, don't forget also, just a reminder, Martin's got, from the Etihad, he's got pre-match, some fan cams. I've seen them coming through. They're not on the channel at the moment because obviously I'm not here and Kiam is busy with this work and things like that. So we have got some, it's an offside there. We have got pre-match fan cams. We've got other videos that have come through. I haven't had a chance to see them all. There'll be the usual post-match vlog, which will probably come out tomorrow maybe, because it's late here. It's nearly 11:15 for me, and I'm up at 5 o'clock. So I won't be able to stay up and do any editing and things like that tonight. So if the video doesn't come out later on tonight, I'll do the video, or Kiam will do the video, or whoever will do the video tomorrow when I get back, and it'll be out on the channel. It'll be a full review of pre-match fan cams, coach arriving, the usual match day vlog that we'll do. Will be on the channel tomorrow with City fans post-match talking about FFP, talking about the game tonight and things like that. So don't forget to look out for that vlog tomorrow at some point. It will be out before, it'll probably be out before, let's say 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock UK time. I'm not sure about the vlog tomorrow night. It'll probably be me. I've got a feeling Martin is busy tomorrow night. So if I get back to the hotel in time, I'll do a quick live vlog, and the West Ham match day vlog will be out tomorrow at some point. So if Kiam's free and Kiam ends up doing it, it might be a bit earlier. I don't know. We'll wait and see. But look out for it. David Silva's holding his knee here, so it looks like David Silva's going to go off. Oh, now he's holding his hamstring. Oh, it's a hamstring for David Silva. And Kevin Phil Foden's coming on 84 minutes. Not good. David Silva there holding his hammy. Oh, that's definitely... Oh, he don't look good. Bye-bye, David Silva, for another month. He won't be coming back for another month, at least. So we won't be seeing David Silva against Real Madrid, that's for certain. It looks like Zaba just patting him on the back and giving him a hug there as he goes off. Probably the last time he'll be on a pitch with David Silva. Maybe. Well, David Silva there sort of looked like Pep was asking him, is it? You know, and David Silva was sort of putting his hands up almost as if to say, no, it's not bad. I just felt a bit of a twinge. So maybe it's not that bad. Fingers crossed it's just precautionary. But it's good to see Phil Foden coming on, getting some more minutes. Yeah, I mean, I'd be surprised if we see David Silva against Leicester or even on the bench, if I'm honest. I think that will be definitely David Silva out of the Leicester game, and then see what the prognosis is after they look at it tomorrow. Hopefully, it might just be a tweak, and he wants it's all precautionary with it, and it's not nothing serious. Hopefully, because as much as we know David Silva's coming towards the end of his career at Manchester City, it's his last season, he still can influence games when it's needed. So we still want everybody available where possible in the run into the Carabao Cup, which is only a week away. Will he be fit for that? Or just over a week away. We've got the Leicester game, we've got the Madrid game, and then we've got still the FA Cup and everything else to go. So go back to your comments. Andy had the giggles over your tweets about Liverpool. Yeah, I was giving him a bit of grief last night. I thought it was time. Kiam's normally the one that gives the Dippers a load of grief, but last night I was watching the game in my room, and I thought it was quite funny and hilarious watching Trent Alexander-Arnold, best crosser in world football, best right back in world football, just not complete a pass out of about 860 passes. So it was quite funny watching that. Watching Virgil van Dijk, the best central defender that the world has ever seen, have an absolute nightmare. Watching Andy Robertson, who is the biggest gobshite on the planet as a football player, loves his social media, loves to make really bold statements, come out after the game, start moaning and whining about players diving around and things. It was just like and Klopp, I mean, the irony. I mean, I actually don't mind Klopp, I'll be honest with you. Klopp has grown on me this season, and I think Klopp has definitely demonstrated humility to a certain degree. Where last season I really didn't like him, but this season I've actually think some of the things that he's come out with, and you know, as much as we can't stand his antics running on the field and things like that, actually some of it, when it comes to the more sensible stuff, interviews and asking for real thoughts and insights on certain issues, I actually think he's spoken really well on City and FFP and things like that, and other issues as well. But Andy Robertson's an absolute bellend. He really is an absolute knob jockey. So to see the likes of Alexander-Arnold, who likes to post how fantastic he is and how fantastic everything is, and having such a shit game last night, Virgil van Dijk having such a shit game last night, to see Andy Robertson just be awful last night, and then ironically come out claiming about this, that, and the other. I just found it comical. I just couldn't help myself last night. So funny though, didn't hardly get any response from any Dippers whatsoever. I expected a deluge of abuse and nothing. Got nothing. Got absolutely nothing. I think I got maybe 1 or 2 comments from Liverpool fans, and that wasn't even that bad. So it just goes to show you, they're one of those that, you know, when things aren't going their way, they just hide. I must admit, I'm watching Gabby, and bless him. I love him to bits, but he's had an absolute shocker tonight. He has had an absolute shocker. He's just gone through there inside the box, tried to cut a ball back. Nobody was even in the penalty area, and hit the first player. Didn't even get it through anyway. He has had an absolute nightmare. But how long are we going to keep going? He's a young kid. He's got to give him time, and he ain't no Sergio Aguero. That's for certain. But while he's wearing a blue shirt, always going to support him. And let's face it, his stats are pretty decent. So you can't, you know, if he had 1 goal in 10 games or something like that, you might go, right, that's it, it's time to get rid. But he hasn't. His stats stack up. But the amount of chances he misses, it's not good enough. Spuds losing 1-0. Werner scored. He is not human. I mentioned last summer about Timo Werner on the videos that I did. Actually, I mentioned Timo Werner not last summer, the summer before on Man City Fan TV. I did a vlog about players in the World Cup, and one of the players I mentioned in the 2018 World Cup, in the summer of the World Cup, I mentioned one of the players that I thought would be a big star was Timo Werner, and somebody City should be looking for. That's actually come true. They don't always come true, but that's actually come true. He is proven to be a very good player. So we will see. Robertson is the biggest. He's a pain in the ass. He's just such a whiner. Whine. Robertson thinks he's hard because he watched the end of Braveheart. Spuzzo is 1-0. Werner scores not human. At least half of Gavi's goals are against us. What do you think of Atletico Madrid? I mean, I saw some comments by some journalists today. I can't remember. I've read that many articles today while I've been in and out of meetings and courses and things like that. I can't remember the journalist who it was. Well, somebody had wrote this article talking about just disgraceful football by Atletico Madrid, and I'm thinking, this is Europe, mate. This is what you face. Talking and moaning and whining about diving and time wasting, and thinking, well, lad, this is what, because it was versus Liverpool. It's the first time that's ever happened in Europe. It's been going on for decades. We've always said the likes of Real Madrid, but even Barcelona, the Italian teams dive around and roll around. No different last night with Atletico Madrid than anything. Some say it's craft. It's the way that, it's an art form. But suddenly, because Liverpool got beat, tell you what, if Liverpool was to drew 1-1 or they won 2-1, no journalist would be saying anything about the Atletico's rolling around or anything like that whatsoever. But because they got beat, it's all blamed on negative football. It was a masterclass in defending by Atletico Madrid. I said that on Twitter last night. An absolute masterclass. They were superb. Absolutely superb. Problem being is that the crap going forward. They're absolutely awful going forward. They missed, they're like City at the moment, missed too many chances. They haven't got a real out-and-out goal scorer anymore. So, but you cannot put it past Simeone for the way that he sets up his team defensively. And let's face it, it's not all about scoring goals. You've got to defend properly. Maybe if City this season could defend a little bit more like Atletico did last night, we won't be 20-odd points behind Liverpool. So, yeah, I thought it was an excellent performance by Madrid overall. And what I found brilliant was the welcoming party for the Liverpool coach and everything else. Respectful, no trouble, no bricks, no stones, no beer cans, no flares being thrown at the bus, no nothing. Just done in the right way, hostile. No need to throw bricks and bottles and stones and cans at a coach. So good, props to the Madrid fans for making it hostile. And I'm sure Liverpool fans will do the same. Let's see if they can just hold back on the bricks, bottles and beer cans this time around. Somehow, I doubt it. That's just the way they are. But their idea is hostility needs to be aggressiveness and bottles and all that type of crap. Where Madrid shown last night, you can still make it hostile. You just don't have to be aggressive or commit any crimes. Zaha gets credit because all he does is dive. Atletico will go to Anfield and park the bus. Morata is proper shocking. It's crap, if I'm being honest. Diego Simeone is quite a defensive coach. Right, that's the final whistle, guys. Simeone is a very good manager. Player ratings, I'll kick it off. Zabaleta 10. Right, that's full time. City 2, West Ham 0. It was pretty much a routine win tonight for the Blues. If I'm honest with you, Zaba's giving Rodri a hug. Phil Foden is giving a massive hug. Zaba's going around to all the City players now, giving everyone a big, massive hug, which is great to see Pablo on the Etihad pitch again, which is wonderful to see. But yeah, it's a routine win. It was total domination by City tonight. Bit disappointed with the amount of chances that we really should have finished off. Gabi Jesus in particular tonight. And I've always been you know, I've always tried to stick up for him and things like that. But I thought he was pretty shocking tonight, if I'm being honest. He wasn't good at all. Missed 2 or 3 very, very good chances. And if he wants to, if he even has an inkling of stepping into or thinking about stepping into Sergio Aguero's boots, he's got to be far more clinical, because it isn't good. And brilliant scenes here. Pablo Zabaleta walking up to the City fans and the West Ham fans, and he's clapping, he's waving, he's going around the stadium pretty much now as I'm watching it, and he's waving and he's clapping to all the City fans, all different parts of the stadium, which is a really nice touch. And it's just what you expect from a Man City legend who one day will hopefully, in his own words, be back at Manchester City in some sort of coaching capacity. I can't see him going back to Argentina or Spain. I think he's a Manc. He lives in Didsbury. And I think, or his main house is in Didsbury, and I think he will be at City at some point in the future, in some sort of capacity. So, well done to all the Blues who were actually at the game tonight. I know the stadium was not completely full, but it is half term. There were motorways closed and things like that, and well done for getting to see Pablo Zabaleta again at the Etihad, possibly for the last time we'll ever see him in his playing career. So I hope you gave him all a big clap, big round of applause. And I'm sure, without me hearing what Sky was saying, I'm sure there were lots of City fans cheering his name tonight. And it was great to see him back. So anyway, I'm just going to finally just read some of your comments, seeing as though the game is finished. Let me move that out the way. Blah, 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 blah. Man City 2, West Ham 0, full time. Lovely game, but still should have got 2 or 3. Yeah, I agree, Ryan. Andy, can you read my paragraph from before? Atletico will go to Anfield and park the bus. That one. Zaha gets credit because all he does is dive. Do you know what makes no sense? In 2011-12, most fans wanted you to take the lead from Man U, but now the media have turned neutrals against City. It's the young, impressionable fans who don't know footy. That's a very good point, Cal. I hope that's the one that you want me to read. But yeah, you're spot on it. Well, I wouldn't always just blame it towards the young, impressionable fans. I think there's some absolute bellends in their 40s, 50s, 60s who still make ridiculous comments. Thanks for the stream, Andy. Much appreciated. Sorry. Shedders One, you're more than welcome, buddy. Thank you for coming on and all your comments tonight. Mark says, did you see the video from the True Geordie? Yeah, I've already talked about that. Mark Armstrong spoke about it earlier, and I also commented. If you see my comment below the video, you'll see my comment I made on it, all about steroids. Great stream, Andy. Supersport, thank you very much. Respect Zaba, absolutely. Ignore the True Geordie, he's a waste of space, he is. I got the True Geordie vid on my recommended, and I selected Do Not Show Me This Again. Scott Williams, top stuff, Andy. Have a good evening, Blues. 3 points. Not the greatest game. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest. It was a bit boring in the end. Overall, missed too many chances in the first half. Second half was a bit sort of a non-event. But then players are trying to get back in the swing of thing after a couple of weeks off. And 2-0, we'll take that. It wasn't the best game I've ever seen in my life, I must admit. But it's 3 points at the moment. We get some more minutes into the legs of the City players prior to the Leicester game and then prior to the Real Madrid game. He's a bloody idiot, lost what made him good, says Ryan. Yeah, just don't give him airtime. Darren Wilson, Zab's last visit as a player, possibly retiring, thinking he will be a bit part playing next season. I think that's possibly we've seen the last of Pablo Zabaleta as a player at the Etihad Stadium tonight. So well done for everybody who braved the weather, the floods, the closed motorways, the half term, for going to the Etihad Stadium and actually having the opportunity. And I'm very, very jealous I wasn't there to see Pablo Zabaleta once again at the Etihad Stadium. It was nice to see him applaud all the fans in parts of the stadium tonight after the game had finished. So well done, Zaba, and we can't wait to see you back at Manchester City in some role in the near future. Also, another solid game from Nico. Yeah, I've always said it, Ryan. You know me, I've always stuck up for Nico. Does nothing, rarely does anything wrong. It's just that when he does make a boob, which he has, in him. I like a lot of players, but he does something wrong. That's it. He's the worst player on the planet. Generally, he's always for me a 7 out of 10, except for his really bad games. Sometimes an 8 out of 10. I just think he gets unfair criticism. Good game for Nico. Yeah, thanks for the stream, Andy. You're welcoming you on. KDB getting me plenty of FPL points, yeah, and me. Plus, I had Aguero, and I had Gabby Jesus tonight. So I had Gabby Jesus, Aguero as my captain, and Kevin De Bruyne. So, yeah, one of those goal and possibly an assist. I don't know. Has it still been given to Rodri? Gabby tonight should have had me a hat-trick. But anyway, have a good night, mate. You too, Shadow Rundown. Atalanta 4-1 up against Valencia. Getting KDB getting me plenty of points. Right, guys, listen. Sandy from Man City Fan TV. Thank you, everyone, for coming on this live stream. And don't forget, tomorrow, Martin might go live. I'm not sure. I've not read all the messages yet. Martin might go live briefly after the game when he's finished doing fan cams post the West Ham game tonight at the Etihad Stadium. But what we'll do is we'll put everything together as we normally do into a full vlog, a match day vlog, where you'll get a little bit of everything, pre-match footage from inside the stadium, pre-fan cams, post-fan cams, Martin's thoughts, everything else that goes with it, as we normally do on the channel. I don't know who's back tomorrow. I've got a feeling Martin might be busy, so it might be me. I might have to do a vlog. I'm not sure what time, but I will try and do it as close to 4 o'clock as I possibly can. So watch out. If you're not a subscriber to Man City Fan TV, hit subscribe, hit that bell icon. Make sure your notifications are set to public, not private. That way, if you're not receiving notifications, it's probably because they're set to private and not public. And that way, you'll be notified as soon as we go live, like we always do. But anyway, have a great evening, guys. It's 3 points. Wasn't the best game in the world, but it is what it is. We'll be back again. The next match will be Leicester. The next game will be, Leicester, then Wembley. And we'll see you there. So anyway, take care. Have a great evening. We'll see you soon.